Alright, we're going to talk about one of my worst investments of the year. And we could like to call this little bad boy the Advent calendar. Let's just take a moment to appreciate how deep this goes. And what kind of return are we looking at for these bad boys? And potentially, well, how neg we're going. This is the story. That is this little guy right here. Look how happy he looks. Alright, let's dig into this discussion, shall we? It is time to kick back and enjoy a more interesting discussion on investments and how I'm probably going pretty neg on Advent calendar. So let's explain a couple things here. With connections and getting everything set up, you have to pre-order products far out beyond initial release dates. Every once in a while, you have to take a big leap on a product that you think is going to have some sort of success. Now, in previous Advent calendars, they've been relatively successful, right? And then you have whatever this is. This right here. I don't know what went on in terms of the development phase of this, but I want to go a little bit more in depth with this set and talk about expected values and at least what my goal is to break even. No, I didn't spend $20 a piece on these. That's going to be the first thing I'm going to say. Alright, that's not how that works, alright? With proper connections and things like that, you can get things relatively good. Alright, so when you see something like tins come out, for example, at some point I do need to do a tin review and talk about just overall prices. I'll give you guys a general review and, well, how things went. You know, did Robbie profit? Hell yes, I did. Tins were extremely good to me this year. You guys remember that truckload tins? Oh yeah, it was so good. But why did I act so rashly on this? Well, like I said, typically pre-orders have to be in several months in advance, or else you're not going to get that product. And that's why a lot of people don't understand how this works. Like, why is the store not getting more product? It's because your store probably took a leap on a product and it failed on them. You know, it's like, well, set's going to be good. No, you have to take risk for things like this. It's because this set had so much potential, and I don't know what the logic was behind it. I understand it's like you have this window, you need to reprint things, but wouldn't you want to fill a set like this with potentially good cards? I understand Christmas theme, things like that. I mean, let's be real here. We're totally going to be opening up one of these. I'm literally going to sit it here for every single video. We're going to be like, oh, day 1, day 2, day 3. Like, it's going to be beautiful. But when you look at a set like this, you're like, why are these choices in here? So let's talk about returns now. What am I expecting for this set? So we're going to let's go straight down the line here. First off, ceremonial bell. Both players must keep their hands revealed. This is a super rare 1850, 25 cents. Cool, so I can recoup 25 cents of my overall investment if I'm lucky. Next up, box of friends. See this card right here? Look at him. Look, it's box of friends. Something like box of friends, for example here, if I'm lucky, 50 cents. Okay, so we'll put this in the 50-cent pile. Oh, yes. Ghost Trick, Jack Frost. Now, if I recall, this is probably the first hollow printing of Mr. Jack Frost. Now, if I know how my staple-esque cards go in price, this little guy will probably hit $1 at some point. And he will probably stay at $1 because Once again, slightly higher rarity stuff. We've seen Ghost Trick Lantern going up, and this deck has a very good, interesting cold following. So we'll put that at an expected $1. Oh, yes. Ghost Trick Yeti. Now, contrary to popular belief, I do not believe that Yeti is as good as his predecessor, Mr. Jack Frost. But I will put this in the 50-cent pile because another potential higher rarity card. Now, Ice Queen. I believe this card already has a super printing, so we're going to go ahead and put this in the 25-cent pile. So far, we have about $2.50 to recoup our investments. Now, Tualatin was an interesting one because I've seen pre-sales going for, I can't really say pre-sales, saw them going for like $1, $1.50 for a little while. Now, I'll be nice to you, Tualatin. You're a very interesting card. We'll put this in the $1 pile. I'm probably getting a little bit extremely ahead of myself, but there's that. Oh, Firecracker. I've been told to look this card up on multiple market watches. I find this card to be a really hilarious meme at times, but I'm going to put him in the... I'm going to put him in the 25-cent pile because I don't see a lot of good use coming out of that. Oh, Snowman Eater. Oh, yes. It looks like we've reprinted a former Champion Pack. Was it Champion Pack or Turbo Hollow? This card hasn't seen play in a very long time. Quarter. Like, cool, we did it. Oh, yes, Wind Up Rabbit. I believe before this printing of this card was already $1. I don't think we have a pile for cheaper than a quarter, so we're going to put this in the quarter pile. Now, Mystical Fairy Euphoria. Now, this is an interesting one. Waifu card. Fact sucks. Quarter. Now, number 82, Heartland Draco. This one reminds me of something a little bit more interesting. I'll put this in the 50-cent pile because he's Heartland Draco. Depends on rarities and things like that. What player's going to win? Oh, Santa Claus. Oh, a kaiju-esque monster that exists in another form. We'll put this in the 50-cent pile. I'm not exactly sure what his predecessors went. Ah, yes. Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys. Now, I believe because of the Nephthys hype that has been building around this card, we're going to safely put this in the 50-cent pile. They might go down for the time being, but we'll have to wait and see. Ah, Cockadoodledoo. Haven't all copies of Cockadoodledoo been going up ever so slightly? I'm going to put this in the potential $1 pile because I think after a while he might eventually get there. Oh, another printing of Token Festival. 25 cents. Oh, look. Gift exchange. 25 cents. Oh, another Super Hollow of Loamfire Blossom. 25 cents. Alright. Oh, this one was interesting. I don't know why this isn't Starboy or any of the other ones. Okay, this is an Ultra. I honestly think that the fact that he got an updated card text, this one's really interesting because I think this card has the potential to be 50 cents, but we're going to put it in the quarter pile. Alright. The Deer. I think this one deserves to be in the 50-cent hype just because it's an Ultra version of it. This is a different story than Hoshigen because I see potential in this. So we're going to put that in the old 50-cent pile here. Oh, yes. Toy Magician. I believe this card has not had another printing since its secret days. We're going to put this in the 50-cent pile because in the long term, I think he has the potential to hit that mark. Now, number 41. Ultra Baguska himself. Expected value, they're like 50 cents right now, but I'm going to be hopeful. I'm going to say someday they're going to be $1. Now, Ghost Reaper, I've seen these touching the $3 mark, but for all intents and purposes, we're going to ship this bad boy at $4. Now, this was a really unneeded reprint. I don't know why you did this. This card was already doing good. I think this card deserves to be $1, but it's another Hatred Day. Now, if a lot of people didn't buy advent calendars, that's another thing that's going to affect the overall pricing on these things. How much of these are in circulation? How many people went to town with them and said, oh shit, you right. Like, So for the most part, I think this card should be in the dollar pile just for the potential of what it is now. And then last but not least, Tokenbah, 25 cents. That's it. We've cleared this out. Now, let's do the math and find out what the potential product is going for. So we're going to go $4 on this. Alright. In the hopeful pile, 5, 6, 7, 8, $9. Okay. In the 50-cent pile, we have 10, 11, 12, $12.50. Okay. And in the 25-cent pile, we have 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 50. These products go for $20. They are a fun experience to open up over the holidays. But regrettably, I will make profit on this. A little bit more than I initially thought before making this video. I'm probably going to make, if everything sells at $17.50, I will probably make anywhere from $5 to $6. There's your fun little clue for those of you at home that like to do things, and that's 5 to 6 per if everything sells. You also have to understand there's a lot of stuff in these that you'll be sitting on a long time. And that's a lot of things that I think a lot of people kind of fail to understand. It's like, oh, well, you could sell it. No, it's not how it works. Like, you either bulk everything out at bulk rate to get rid of everything, or you take the eternity and sit on everything. And that's what's going to make this particular product a horrible dream, because there's no excessive money cards that are going to go that quickly. A Ghost Reaper will be the first thing to go. The other 23 cards you'll be sitting on for a long time. So, hope this, even the worst investments, do have a silver lining to them. It's just they take a very long time to come to fruition. So, that's my take on the Advent Calendar. My worst investment of 2018. Hope you enjoyed watching. If you guys want more of this style of content, I will do more videos on this. They're very rare and far between because I do not invest in a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! But at some point, we can talk about this more. Alright guys, peace out. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a Truffle Shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out Vanco40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.